Om Shri Sai Ram. My most humble pranams at the lotus feet of Bhagawan Baba and a loving Sai Ram to all the listeners. My journey with Swami started way back in 1973 when Swami had come to Simla. Till that time I had not even heard about him. But some neighbors told me that Swami was coming and giving darshan at the ridge. Then I asked, who is this Swami? And I was told he has a large following, people go to him. And then thought we should also go, felt. And my husband, myself, with my mother-in-law, and my mother was also there, we went to the ridge. But since there was no faith, we arrived there rather late and the whole area was full with people, fully packed with people. And we got a place very much at the back, from where we could just have a glimpse of him. Swami came, and as he was walking in the blocks amidst the people, some people created some indiscipline, and Swami went back from there only. So he did not come further. So we felt very much disappointed. But he went away from there, but since it was our first session, we went to the stage where they had put the full life-size portraits of Shirdi Sai and Parthi Sai both. We went there, paid our respects there, bowed down there, and we went back home. That was the first darshan I had. After every visit of Swami, the markets are flooded with books and things like that, vibhuti packets. All this had come to the market. And once my husband, coming back from his office, he brought that book home, Man of Miracles. Many people read that and became devotees. For us also, that was the first book. Somehow we had got an interview card also through somebody known. But that time when Swami came, he left a day earlier than it was supposed to be. So we did not make use of that card also, thinking that it will be of no use now. That time Swami left, and after he had left, we started reading that book. And as I was reading that book, automatically the faith and love started developing within. And then I felt what a great chance we had missed. But as I went on reading the book, small things I started experiencing also with myself. For example, when I'm reading the book, as Howard Moffat had mentioned in his book, at once you would feel a whole room is full of fragrance as if a bouquet of flowers has been kept there. This was an experience mentioned, I started feeling it. And then one night when I was sleeping, I had felt something very soft powder-like had fallen on me. I did not realize what it was, never even paid attention to that. But in the morning when I got up and when I was making my bed, I brushed my pillow and a dust of ash rose from there. Oh, then I realized it was Baba's vibhuti which he had maybe showered on me as a blessing. So like this, very small things started happening and the faith started becoming more firm. But that year we had missed the chance. After 2 years, Swami had again come to Simla in 75. By that time, the love for him had developed so much that we did not want to miss any chance of having his darshan or going near to him. And that time we realized that he had come and stayed in a bungalow there on the Mall Road. I don't remember the name now. And people who wanted darshan used to go to that bungalow and sit in the lawns in the morning before he went to the ridge. So we also started doing that. 3-4 days that he was there, we would go there and sit in the lawns, had beautiful darshan of Swami. My husband also went with me. And when Swami, we were having very good darshan. And when it was time for Swami to leave, that was the last day, we went there. It was a Saturday, I remember. Swami came, he gave darshan to all of us, and then he had to go somewhere. He said he's going to some devotee's house. And when he was going, so he said, Abhi aata. He says, so we thought he'll come back again since he has said that. My husband had to go to his office. He said, I'm going because from a distance he had looked at me and raised his hand. I got the blessing, so I can't wait anymore. But my children, I have 2 children, they were very small at that time. Their school was off because it being a Saturday. So I said, I'll stay on because I'm not satisfied till now. When Swami came back, he was in a very good mood. And when he came back, all the volunteers started making lines, to make people sit properly. I tried to sit in a corner, hoping that if he comes in the passage, I will get a Pad Namaskar. That urge for that Pad Namaskar had risen very much by that time. And somehow I was confident, now that I have so much love and faith for him, he'll definitely come to me. But when I think it was the ego, and when so long as you don't, it doesn't bring you down to a zero, nothing happens. So it had so happened when he came back, I sat in the corner, but when the lines were formed, that line was not made at all. A line came in front, behind that I was only sitting there, and the volunteer comes and tells me, Ma, where are you sitting? Go back. And then when I shifted, I was in the 3rd line from the passage. I thought maybe I'll not get this chance this time. But then Swami came back, and towards the end of the line in which I was sitting, he started moving. He was giving Pad Namaskar to everybody. Now I thought now my turn will also come. But I think the lady sitting at the third or fourth place, maybe she was so disturbed, she had some problem. She held Swami's feet and started crying. Swami went back from there only. Then I thought maybe I'm not fortunate today also. Then Swami came to the passage in front where I was sitting. And then when he was coming, he was very happy and in a very good mood. And some child stood up with a slate in his hand. He took it, wrote Om in that. And then he was proceeding. Somehow I had the feeling that today is the last chance because Swami will go tomorrow. When he comes next, I do not know. So I am actually a very shy person, and my being a husband, being an officer, people know you very well. So I was shy, but still I don't know what came over me. I just raised my hands as if I'm trying to tell Swami, I want to touch your feet. He said, from that distance, he said, "Paanch chuna hai, abhi aata hai, abhi aata hai." And when he came in front of me, I was in the third row. He told people, "Hato, hato," and he came and just stood right in front of me. It was such a blissful moment for me. I did not have that wisdom that I should kneel down on my knees and put my forehead on his feet. From sitting there, maybe 50 times I touched his feet, and he was standing all there. All along, he was standing there. People around me stood up, took the Pad Namaskar. Then there was one lady standing behind me. She had a baby in her arms. She wanted to touch his feet, but how does she bend down? Then when Swami saw that, he says, "Paanch chuna hai, mujhe do." He took the child in his hands and she bent down and she also had Pad Namaskar. All this time Swami was standing in front of me. It was such a blissful moment. I had that satisfaction inside. And after Swami moved forward, for some time I did not realize where I was. I was lost to everything else. Then Swami moved on, and then after he left, we came back. My son was standing with some packet in his hand. He blessed that also. I had told my daughter, who's younger to him, to keep some vibhuti packets in case I don't get the path. At least you get it blessed by him. And he had touched that packet also. So we were all satisfied. And that day when I was coming back home, I was not walking on the floor, I was flying. I still remember the color of sari that I was wearing. That was a blissful moment, and that was the first Pad Namaskar that I had that day. After that, many occasions when he came to Delhi also, then my husband was transferred back to Delhi. And then he used to come and stay in Sohan Lalji's house there, Golf Links. I used to go there for darshans also regularly. And once it so happened that Swami had to go to Rishikesh or further somewhere. And when he left, I did not come to know. But next day when I called, what time is the darshan? And I was told he's already left. I felt so bad. Had I known, I would have gone for this darshan also. So then, but when the craving is real in your heart and you are really planning to have that, Swami answers in your dreams also. And he says, my dreams have to be taken as real. I had read that much by that time. So and that night I was very sad that I missed this chance, but I had a beautiful dream that night and it gave me a very beautiful Pad Namaskar in my dream and I was happy. This was my first incident of my life with Swami's interaction that I had. Darshans I had many times after that, which I have not forgotten till. That was the beginning of my journey, I could say. The book, when it came into my hand, that was the beginning, but this was a fulfillment of a desire. So it was very blissful for me. And then it so happened that for a few years, I had my darshan in 73. But till 86 or so, for these years, there were some problems at home, somebody falling sick, I could not join any activities. And it was only after the year 86 that when things were okay, we had moved to a colony, I had moved to Alaknanda, and Nandiniji's house was close by in Chitranjan Park. People who know about Delhi would be knowing it. And then there were bhajan classes, and then I started going there. And before that, then I started joining all these activities. From there, then there was I taught in a school also for some time, but it was a public school. I used to bring a lot of work home, so my husband felt the children were young, they needed more time, so I resigned from my job. But I was feeling frustrated because I wanted to do something. I was very fond of teaching line also. That is the time when Mr. Pasricha was the study circle in charge, and his wife was running a school for the slum people in a mandir, which was held for 5 days in a week. And one of their teachers had to go out. She was going to US probably, and they needed somebody to help. And since I had moved to that colony, the convener of that colony, he came and he said, we want help from somebody. Even if you can get, the school is for 5 days a week, even if you will give us 1 or 2 days, we'll be happy. But I said, I'll come all the 5 days because I had time and I was feeling that I'm not doing anything now. So I started going to that school and I wanted to do something for this organization. Okay, I should be involved also to do something. After I started going to that school, I enjoyed teaching the children. We were teaching them subjects also, and then human values, and the Bal Vikas course also was. That is from where I picked up some training about the Bal Vikas, because the Pasricha auntie was already doing it. And then Pasricha uncle heard me there probably. He thought maybe I could speak well, and he told me to take part in some study circle workshops which he had conducted. He gave me 1 or 2 topics. I spoke on those topics. He was happy. Then he made me the Samiti in charge for study circles. From there, my journey as a study circle in charge started. It was way back in 86. Until today, I am looking after the study circle activity in Delhi. To speak about Swami, to read about him, has become my passion. And I want to share this with everybody, and I do share it also. Since I speak in a very simple language, people understand it, and sometimes they come and tell me afterwards, it's all his doing, we don't do anything, I know that. They come and tell afterwards, we got answers to our questions. Who are we to know their questions? Only he knows it. Some way or the other, he gets his answer. So this has become my passion for the last so many years. Another incident that happened is, which I can never forget, that is written in golden letters in my heart. It was the 80th birthday of Bhagawan, and a National Bal Vikas conference was held here. I had started taking Bal Vikas classes only in 92 because as an associate guru first, but otherwise I was fully dedicated to the study circle activity. I was more responsible there. So, but for this conference, they had to send somebody, some lady from Bal Vikas from Delhi had to come, but she had some problem. She could not come. And then the coordinators, they said, Jaishree, if we send your name, will you go? For me, I can tell you one thing. Ever since I had started speaking in study circles, my innermost desire was, will I ever get a chance to speak in front of Swami? When people came later and told me, we liked your talk, my only wish was, if Swami ever gives me a chance to speak in front of him. And what attracted me and impressed me most was, whenever I saw speakers coming here and speaking, they would go to Swami, offer a flower, he would give it back to them, bless them, and then they would come to the podium to speak. For me, it was a dream of my life, if this could ever happen to me. When she told me, should we give your names? I had never expressed this desire to anybody. People would think, what does she think of herself? Swami will call her to speak in front of him. So never expressed, but this was my long cherished desire in my heart. And when they sent my name, but Swami, I've seen before giving you any grace or blessings, he tests you also he's a very hard taskmaster, I must say. He puts you through a very difficult test. My name was sent. It had to be on the 26th of October 2005, if I remember. That was the 80th birthday. 25th and 26th was the conference days. My sister-in-law, who stayed very close to our house, was very seriously ill. She got admitted to Apollo Hospital on the 9th of October. And all the time I was praying nothing should happen to her, because my tickets were booked for, I think, 20. There was a festival of joy before the that conference. And my tickets were, my train ticket was booked for, I think, 18th or 19th. So it so happened that she was admitted on the 9th, and on 15th she passed away. Then I thought, no way that I can go to Puttaparthi. The coordinators here, Mrs. Nimminkavar and Sarla Shahji, was asking her, when is your speaker coming? I was telling Auntie, I'm still trying. I sent some of the notes also. If last moment, if they have to give to somebody, they should have some material with them. But I was still trying. So my children told me, Mom, you can still go, because if the death has taken place on 15th, that means 18th is the 4th day when we do the ceremony prayer meeting and all that. You can go after that. So I thought, yes, maybe I can go after that. So then I was planning, and it so happened on the 19th, on the 18th, when this prayer meeting for the sister-in-law was going on, news came that another sister-in-law's husband passed away with heart attack that very day. Now I thought there was no way. Swami probably don't want me there. So I thought now I'll cancel my ticket and I'll have to tell them I can't come. Then again my son-in-law said, Mom, you can still go by air. This fourth day falls on 21st. And your talk is on the, you're supposed to talk on the 25th. You go by air. So I was thinking, yes, that's possible. Then I started finding out who was going on the 22nd by air, because till then I had traveled by air many times, but never alone. And when we go with our family, we just walk along with the husband and we don't know where he's doing everything, checking and all that. So I thought, let me find out if anybody is going that day. Next day, when I was trying to find out, somebody told me that a lady who stayed in Malviya Nagar in Delhi, she said, we are going tomorrow, but since I am an airlines employee, Indian Airlines, so they will put me in any flight wherever there is a seat. I sent my daughter-in-law to the agent. I said, still go and find out if these seat is available tomorrow. And available 2-3 days back, before that I had sent her. She says there is only one ticket available on the 22nd in a flight. I said, book it for me, we'll see. And it was an Indian Airlines flight only. And when I told this lady, Mrs. Malhotra, who stays in Malviya Nagar, she says, I am also going in the same flight. So Swami was testing also, but helping also in a way. Then I was relaxed. And all this time when the struggle was going on, whether I should go or I should not go, one thing was just going on hammering in my mind, what Swami has always taught us. God first, family next, yourself last. This was going on in my mind. So I asked both the families, the bereaved families, I said, everything here that I had to do as my duty I've done, but this is my commitment to God. If you don't mind and if you permit, I want to go. They said, yes, you've done your work here and you will be back in 3-4 days, so no problem, you go ahead. That is how Swami tests you. And so I came with them and they were so helpful. Just I reached the airport, they were there outside only, they met me. I did not have to bother about anything, how to check in and all that. They took my bag from that moment until I reached Puttaparthi and till I reached my flat. We had a small flat in Chitravati Road. They were with me only, they left me in my flat. This is how Swami brought me here. So on the 25th, when there was the conference, then in the morning it was the first session, and in afternoon the time was allotted for the speakers. First day there were 4 speakers who had to speak, and I came to know that my name was last in the list, 4th. At that time Swami was coming on the wheelchair, and I was all the time thinking whether he will come to Purnachandra or no. After the morning ceremony, if he is tired, he may not come there at all. But my dream was to speak in front of him, to get a chance to speak in front of him. And then when I realized my chance was the 4th chance, then I was still losing hope. But as the afternoon session started in Purnachandra Hall, Swami came from behind the stage, the curtain parted, he sat there. And when he was sitting there, so then I was thinking, will he stay till the end? Because mine is the 4th number. He may not sit that long. But as luck would have it, Swami's kindness, grace, I must say, he sat throughout the time when the speakers were speaking. I had not prepared any PowerPoint presentation. I'm not good at that also, because I did not have time also to do anything of the sort, because the circumstances in which I had come. And it has been a habit with me that I've never been able to read written speeches. Whenever I have to talk on any topic, I prepare it, I learn about it, read about it, then jot down my points, and there I can't look at the paper also. I just speak, whatever comes. So he makes me speak. We are not the ones who speak. You just surrender and he takes over. That is what I feel. So I did not have anything, only a few points written on a piece of paper. When my turn came, and as we all know, in those days when we went to offer our respects to Swami to the stage, from the distance only he would raise his hand as if he's blessing you, and people used to go back from there only and come to the podium. But I had made up my mind that I must go to him, because this is a chance of a lifetime which I may not get again. So when my chance was announced, my topic was announced, it was purity, unity and divinity. That was the topic given to me. So as I went onto the stage, Swami from the distance, he put his hand like this, but I walked right through to him. because I felt today nobody will stop me. And Swami sitting there, and he also did not say anything. I went near him. I just bowed down. We were not supposed to touch his feet at that time. And for some time, it had not been permitted. So I just bowed down, and when I was sitting there, I said, Swami, I don't know anything. You have to speak through me. I just said this. He said, very good, very good. Then he blessed me. Then I came to the podium. And then I spoke whatever I had prepared for the 20 minutes that were allotted to me. And then that prayer also, which is very common, God take away everything from me and make me an instrument in your hands, written by Swami. That was the lines that I read. And after I had spoken, in the talk I wanted to include an anecdote which I had read in Kasturiji's book. I forgot at that time because I did not have a written text in front of me. So, but he was, my Delhi people who were sitting around, they said when he was speaking, Swami was looking at you very lovingly. He was all the time watching you. I was very happy. And when I finished my talk, I again went back to do my namaskar. Swami again from the distance, he put his hand like, but I still went up there. I don't know, nothing stopped me at that time. But then I was thinking I should go there. When I went there, I just bowed down again. Swami said, very happy, bahut acha bola. That was too much for me. I mean, I was fully satisfied. What more could I ask for? This dream which I had cherished for such a long time to speak in front of Swami had been fulfilled. So I just came out. I was so happy. And people told me you spoke well. And then I told one of our coordinators, I said, but I forgot that anecdote I wanted to relate. She says, maybe he'll give you another chance. I said, how will he give me another chance now? This is not so easy. But next day when we had the valedictory function, in the morning, all the seniors had presented their reports, everything about the rural Balvikas and all that. And then the speakers were made to sit in front of the old ladies' enclosure, which is right in front of the mandir. And we were sitting there. Mrs. Kamala Pandya was also one of the speakers. There were 2, 3 more. We were all in a row sitting there. And Swami was in the veranda where his seat normally is. He was there, and then some senior coordinators and national coordinators were sitting around Swami. Swami was looking, everybody presented the reports, the Vice Chancellor also spoke. Then they were telling Swami to say something. Normally he does it. That day Swami did not speak, but he was looking in our direction. And when he was looking in our direction, he was calling somebody from that side, from our line. So Kamlaji was sitting next to me. I said, he must be calling you. She's such a senior person. I was quite new for that at that time. When she got up to go, Swami said, no. Then again he was looking this side. Then somebody from our group who was sitting close there, they said, Jaishree is calling you. I was really, I did not know what to say. I mean, I was taken aback. And I said, me? No. They said, yes, he's calling you. When they said that, I just got up, walked a few steps. I sat down again. Some volunteer will come and say, Ma, where are you going? But then they said, no, he's waiting for you. Then I just walked through the veranda where all these doctors, professors, senior people are sitting, and went in front of Swami. And then All India President Srinivasanji and Mrs. Nimish Pandya, they were both standing there. And then say, ma'am, he wants you to say something. Swami wants you to say something. What can be added to the Balvikas syllabus? I am not basically a Balvikas person. I was taking classes, so I was chosen to represent Balvikas group, somebody who could not come. I said, but I don't know anything. Then they again repeated, but Swami wants you to do something. Again I said, I don't know anything. When I said that, Swami says, Ma, you know everything, bolo. When Swami speaks through you, you know everything, because you are not the one who is speaking. And how could I say no to him? I said, okay, Swami, then you have to inspire me. You have to make me speak. I said that and came to the podium. I was absolutely blank at that time. You can understand when you are taken unawares, no preparation, and you were given a topic. I just stood there, and the first line I said was, I am taken unawares. My most humble pranams at the lotus feet bolne ke baad, Sainam to everybody, I forgot. And I said, I am taken unawares. Swami wants me to speak on this topic. I don't know anything. But since he has made me stand here, he is the one who is going to speak through me. And just as I said this thoughts started flowing. And I spoke for 10 minutes. Without stopping in between, without faltering. And I said, the basic thing that Swami has taught us is expansion of love. And that is what I will try to elaborate on. And then then that story, anecdote of Kasturiji, which I had forgotten, was based on this only. I was reminded of that also. I narrated that also. And it's a short one, I'll just narrate it now if we have the time. I just said, there were two neighbors who were always fighting with each other for some trivial issue or the other. And one day it came to such a situation that one man held a stone in his hand and he wanted to throw it the glass window of the neighbor with whom he was having a fight. Through the glass, he saw the photograph of his own Ishtadev hanging on the wall of that neighbor. He said, how can I throw a stone at a house in which my Ishtadeva resides? The hand which had risen to throw the stone came down automatically. Then I said, it is said, Deho Devaleya Prokta, the God resides in the hearts of each one of us. So how can we harm each other, hurt each other, or humiliate each other? This was the essence of the story. Then we have to love each other because our God resides in all. After saying this, then I don't know what all else I spoke. Then for 10 minutes when I spoke after that, I said, if I've been able to say anything here, if I've been able to convey anything, it is all because of Swami's grace, because we all know with him, we are all heroes, and without him, we are all zeros. This is with what I ended, and I came back to Swami. When again I bowed down, Swami was very happy, and he said, "Bahut acha bola," very happy. I was on top of the world. Then he started moving his hand, and I did not. I said, "What's coming now?" Then Swami materialized a chain with a pendant, and that chain was so jumbled up that he was trying to open the knots. And I said, I saw his hands were trembling a bit. I said, Swami, can I help you? And my husband still makes fun of me. He's telling God, can I help you? So he gave that chain to me. The pendant I'm still wearing. I always wear it. The chain I had kept because I thought the link may not get broken or something. This is the pendant. I always had a desire, Swami, if ever you give me something, give me with your image. I don't want anything. This has Swami's image on this. So he could material. And when I told him, can I help you? He just handed it over to me. I was trying to undo the knots that were there. I straightened it. It took me some time. Till that time, he was just looking at me, watching me. And after I had straightened it, I put it in my palm and put it in front of him. Swami thought maybe I wanted him to put it in my neck. He says, I'll just bless it. And he just put his hand on this. And I was all along, I was saying, Swami, be with me always. That is what I normally say. I was going, thank you, Swami, be with me always. Then he started moving his hand again. I thought, what is coming now? And then a ring materialized in his hand with Om. I'm still wearing it. This is the ring. With Om written on it. At that time also, I was wearing 2 bands in this finger. He materialized it and he held it like that. I said, Swami, he wanted to put it in my finger. I said, Swami, you want me to remove these? He said, no. Then he himself with his hand slipped this ring in my finger, slipped it there. And then I'm just going, thank you, Swami, thank you, please be with me always. I'm going on saying that. And he says, Kab jata? He was giving me a chance of sambhashan also now. Sparshan ho gaya, darshan ho gaya. And then he says, Kab jata? I said to Swami, tonight. I had to go that night only. My train tickets were booked. Very good, very good. Kya karta? He said, probably I did not understand. Delhi mein kya karta? I said, Swami, aap Delhi aaye. Aata, he said. And then from there, I just made my pranams. Thank you, Swami. I just got up from there. And that day again, it was not walking on the ground. It was again flying. I came to my room and called my husband. The chamatkar has happened. Then I'm telling him, don't announce to people in Delhi. And then after a few minutes, he says, you are telling me don't announce. People have already started congratulating me because all the Delhi people had informed their families. So these were the two, and there are many instances. The main which I can never forget, the one how he gave me the first Pad Namaskar and this. And I have been associated with this organization because I like many things about it. We respect all religions. That is what Swami has told us. We don't have to force people to become members of this. It is through love only that they get motivated. They see us, if we, our behavior, our conduct, and then they get attracted. Our bhajans are a main attraction through which people come. Our discipline is also, which is very much liked by people, how we start on dot and we finish on dot also. And nobody telling you sing, nothing like that. These things are so nice and such good discipline. Here also when we come, normally what happens, happens is the Guru is sitting and the people are making a crowd, and here are Swami, we are all sitting, and he was taking around and coming around and giving darshan, taking our letters, and these things you don't find everywhere. And the basic teachings, and somehow because this bond had to be there, so I was attracted towards Swami. This was maybe the past karma, I must have been close in some way that was being rewarded. So that I never ever doubted that he is not God. Some people say you need conviction, but for me, after reading that book, that conviction had already come that he's God. And there have been many instances. I've gone through very difficult times also. I have faced many calamities also, but I've always felt he has been besides giving me strength. And sometimes when there is a doubt in the heart, inwardly I've got the answers also. If I start relating them, it will take a lot of time. We don't have so much time, I think. So these are the basic things. I'm so thankful to him and so overwhelmed and grateful to him for all the love and guidance that he gives me. And he's always besides me, guarding me, guiding me, and also taking care of me whenever there are difficulties.